WGN investigates police pursuit policies. They've become significantly tighter in recent years in Chicago and some suburbs.
And it has led to some questioning whether limiting chases leads to an increase in crime. Here's investigative reporter Ben Bradley.
90 approaching the Ryan. Yes, he's going the wrong way on the expressway.
This was the chase that changed Chicago police pursuit policies.
And we got a supervisor listening to the air, authorizing it. Keep the intersection clear. Nobody gets hit by this truck.
A murder suspect who was as dangerous as he was daring led cops on a chase across the city. 2 pursuing officers were pinned in their squad car. Guadalupe Francisco Martinez, a mother of 6, was killed.
I've been very concerned about police pursuits since I became mayor. The frequency of them, that they cause death, they cause injury, property damage, the whole works.
Then Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she was working with the city's risk management team to clarify pursuit policies, which now direct officers to decide whether the necessity to immediately apprehend the fleeing suspect outweighs the level of inherent danger created by a motor vehicle pursuit. It goes further, listing crimes cops can't chase for, including traffic offenses, DUI, theft, and even possession of a stolen car.
It handcuffs the police, as they say, and it emboldens the bad guys because they know what they can get away with.
John Garrido retired as a Chicago police lieutenant in 2022 after 3 decades on the job.
I always say, bad guys are generally dumb, but if eventually they keep taking off and realize, hey, nobody's coming after me, and they're getting away, it spreads and they eventually figure it out.
Despite policy changes, the number of pursuits in Chicago has risen by 50% in the last 3 years. The number of pursuits terminated has only increased slightly, while the number of chases that end in injury has decreased.
We have heard many people mischaracterizing the policy as a no chase policy, and that's just not what the policy says.
The issue became more confusing for many when Chicago police also tightened their foot pursuit policy in the wake of Adam Toledo's death. Mix in viral videos of lawbreakers appearing to operate with impunity, and you get the perception that policies embolden criminal conduct.
Anecdotes are not evidence. There is no data, there is no evidence showing that CPD's vehicle chase policy has contributed in any way to an increase in crime.
But several suburban departments say they've had luck keeping crime down by emphasizing conduct has consequences. Hey! This guy led Kane County Sheriff's deputies on a pursuit before suddenly stopping. Listen to this conversation as he's driven to jail.
Do you even have a good reason to run, or because Elgin doesn't chase anybody?
Because I know Elgin doesn't chase nobody.
It's funny you say that because you're not the first person who's told us that.
Does it matter whether police chase?
Absolutely, it matters if police chase or not.
Sheriff Ron Haynes says his department actually relaxed pursuit policies after increasing training.
Where now deputies in Kane County can pursue for a violation of any Illinois law. But it puts all the responsibility on that deputy and their supervisor to make all those considerations. Risk versus reward, environment, climate, time of day. Are you heading into a school zone?
Back in Chicago, many cops will tell you they don't feel the risk is worth the reward.
It'd be great if you could just take politics out of policing, because that is what will allow the officers to be able to do the job. And right now, officers feel like they're going to get thrown under the bus at the first opportunity.
Then there are the reminders of what's at stake. Last month, the City Council approved a record $45 million settlement for the family of Nathan Jones. The 15-year-old was a passenger in a car that took off during a traffic stop. Police initially pursued an apparent violation of department policy. Moments after cops broke off their chase, a crash. A gun would later be found in the wreckage.
But the price that he had to pay for being in a car, no amount of money can bring back the child that I had before this.
The city of Chicago has paid out $98 million in pursuit-related lawsuits in the past 5 years. A police spokesperson said in his statement their pursuit policy prioritizes human life, while requiring officers to balance the need to pursue and the requirement to protect the public from danger created by pursuits. Ben Bradley, WGN Investigates.